Hello my YouTube friends. I'm at the Macau Hong Kong terminal and I'm gonna pick up some tickets. And so I just would like to show you that what's the process like and how it is going to Macau from Hong Kong. So here I'm in the terminal. We usually pick up our tickets like 20 minutes in advance, so it's really tight on schedule. So this time we're gonna pick it up a couple of days earlier just to be sure. 22, you have $22? This is for the tax. So here it is. So I got my tickets. So we'll be using it later on. This is the entrance for, there's the entrance, West Bridge entrance. Actually this terminal is pretty interesting. It has a lot of shopping and things where you go to eat. And it's pretty busy because there's a lot of office buildings here too, which makes it very interesting. In China, you would usually find a terminal, just a terminal inside, so it becomes pretty boring and there's not much traffic, won't be anything to look at, and that the wait can be kind of boring. Here we go, another Starbucks. It's my favorite waiting place here before my trip. So this is the pier. All the ferries are waiting here, and they all going to Macau. This is the Victoria Harbor with the ICC building. That is a helipad, so it only takes like 20 minutes to go to Macau. Hello my friends, YouTube friends, new subscribers. Today I'm heading to Macau. So Macau is like an hours away, a ferry ride. So we'll catch a Boeing 929 to Macau, and the time will take approximately 1 hour. And I really like Macau. You know why? Because I used to work there, and I love it there. Macau's official language is Portuguese, and the second language is Chinese Cantonese. So actually the official language is in English. So you would see all the road signs in the Portuguese and Chinese. So my Chinese isn't very good, so I have to learn how to read the Portuguese language to get my way around. So it's kind of sad, but that's what you get, you know, when you go to a former Portuguese colony. So let me tell you a little bit about the Boeing 929. Originally, this vessel was built for the American U.S. Navy, and they would put a lot of troops and carry them really fast across wherever they needed to go. And the reason they scrapped it because it's really expensive to operate, and it needs jet fuel to run the Boeing engines, so not really cost effective. So as this company has been running it for so many years, they still haven't made money from this particular vessel. They compensate from the casinos, which it's all in Macau. So that's keeping them in business. So here's another Boeing 929 flying past. Literally, look at that. So every time, if possible, I would always book my ferry with a Boeing 929, because sometimes the sea gets pretty rough and it's really choppy and it's kind of unbearable. The catamaran that goes to Macau, the passengers sitting at the front, they actually fly off their seat because that's how bumpy it gets. So the Boeing 929 actually doesn't have contact with the water. The whole vessel is on top of the sea, and it's just sitting on top of the stilts, hydroplaning on skimming the ocean, and it's connected to a big hydraulic suspension. So actually we have riding a vessel with suspension. So it's really nice to ride, and you can have a peaceful sleep, a rest, and enjoy a beautiful journey. There's an interesting point that we might lose some ferry service in the future because they're going to be a joint venture project. Not going to be, there's already a project going between Macau, China, and Hong Kong, and they're going to build a bridge, and it's going to go all the way to Macau, back to Hong Kong, so we can ride at least 130, 120 kilometers on the bridge on a bus or by private car. So who wants to be in a ferry traveling 40, 50 knots? So we just arrived at Macau, and this was the Boeing 929. So finally I've arrived in Macau. So it's pretty close to Hong Kong, but everything's different. Just look over there, see how they tow a car away. Bet you never seen that thing before. So I think they just train the sucker up. So in Macau, generally everybody rides a little scooter around. But the problem, I used to ride a scooter to work. You can never ever find a parking spot. And if you get a ticket, it's $100 US for parking wherever you park illegally. $100 US, that's a lot of money. Wow, look at this dealer, pretty cool. Anyone want to buy a taxi? So this is the police car. Policica? Is that how you say it? Oh, police station. So it's pretty windy. We're just 10 minutes away from the border of China. Pretty close. And the place in China where the border is called Gombe. City of Gombe. So here in Macau, you can see lots of buildings, older types, but there's a problem actually. Have you noticed what's going on at the back? Take a look, guys. So the problem is they want extra room. So what they did is build a little cage extension out of the apartment. So now the government is cracking down because it's totally illegal and pretty dangerous, because the screws might get rusted out and the whole thing might fall down. So there's a safety concern. So people are trying not to remove them or ignoring the government's notice. So we're going to see what's going to happen there. It's an interesting issue though. They built it there for so many years. So pretty busy traffic in Macau, and I'm a good boy when I drive in Macau because they have all these cameras. See these cameras? They'll automatically send you a ticket, so even save the cops a lot of work. I bet you guys love it.